Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Gravenberg, and here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? Burmo is onto this. And it's pulled back. And he's quick to get rid. Taken back almost at once. Ederson. And he was alert to it. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Ederson. Now it's Eze, and he's managed to get free. Showing good feet. A chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Eze with the short one. Decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. And a header! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's had it taken off him. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Ibrahimovic. No foul, says the referee. Eze. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. France are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah. Rafinha! Van Dijk. Van der Ven. Now Schlotterbeck. DiMarco. Koundé cuts out the pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Eze. Rafinha finding himself in space. Haaland! And he hits the net! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, look, that first touch and finish is the difference between good players and great players. There aren't too many about who can give you that. I loved it.
France dragged themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager...
Impressive jump! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's really put himself on the line here. Manchester United have their second corner now. Cleared away. France have the chance to go the other way. Nice bit of trickery. Lahm. And it's Gravenberch. Beraldo. That's Eze. Beraldo. And Mendes. So what can they make of this? That's been slipped through. Not a hint of offside here. Chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ederson. Opts for safety. And it's Eze. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Lahm. He's picked his way through. It's a goal kick. Rafinha has created one goal already. Searching passes played there. Gravenberg. And it's Wirtz. And Burmo. And it's DiMarco. DiMarco drives forward on the overlap. DiMarco is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. DiMarco. Gravenberg. Wirtz. Haaland. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Now Ederson. Ederson charging forward, the ball at his feet. Gravenberg. And it's Wirtz. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Eze. Rafinha. Can he spark a counter here? Driving through the middle. Gravenberg. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
It's a good-looking delivery. No, that's been dealt with. Haaland looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, they can break here. Has a look and place it forward. Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe, and it's Gravenberg. Burmo. And Gravenberg. Burmo. Oh, that's superb. And they can counter here. Eze. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's having a pop! Van Dijk. And it's Wirtz. Van de Ven. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nicely shaped ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs to be good. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
France
6,
have their third
le numéro
corner.
7, le numéro 4, le numéro 11, le numéro 21, le numéro 18. À leur place, le numéro 8, le numéro 17, le numéro 14, le numéro 16, le numéro 9, le numéro 45. Attention, changement.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Havertz. And it's Eze. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Havertz. And Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Havertz. And it's Eze. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Strokes it back. And he's there to belt it away. Nicked it back promptly. Pass somewhat off target. Vitinha. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
On demande aux bénévoles de venir se présenter au PC de sécurité. Changement.
Into extra time we go. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Bruno Guimaraes to Havertz. Havertz venturing down the left. Fermin ventures forward. Rashford. Lopez. Eze. And now the breakaway. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's Rashford. Oh, it's a great ball here. Takes a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Osimhen really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Kvaratskhelia threads one in. Now it's Eze. Very nicely done. Rashford did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Havertz. And this is Ibrahimovic. Fermin. Thuram. And it's Locatelli. That's good vision. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Saliba. And it's Mendes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Locatelli was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 2.
France are making a change now. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Eze. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And a shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And the pass is intercepted. Vitinha. And here's Osimhen. Oh, sweet feet.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's good running with the ball. Cherki. He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Decent chance! Mbappe. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Burmo making good progress. Elects to cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he thumps it clear. Referee's given a throw. Burmo. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neither side yet able to find the net. Hernandez.
France really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Vitinha! Goal! France! And France are in front!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
France have penetrated for the first time. Oh, what a mistake! He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Manchester United restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Beraldo. Rafinha. And it's Rashford. And it's Rashford. Now that looks a decent ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van Dijk. Now Van de Ven. Schlotterbeck. And it's Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. Rashford. Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Foot in. Cucurella. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Lovely, now then. Can he finish?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Lam deals with that comfortably. And it's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Vitinha with the short one. Quick look, then plays it in. But it goes. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Burmo. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Tchouaméni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Beraldo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cherki. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rafinha. Burmo. And here's Mbappe. Vitinha. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cucurella puts the ball in. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Ibrahimovic really was well marked.
Saliba with a definite foul there. And he is going into that little black book.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
It's a
9.
good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 21.
Out towards the
le
flank.
numéro 10. Le numéro 22.
That is lovely.
Le numéro 7.
And it's Salah.
Le numéro 4. Attention,
Well,
changement.
that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Traumeri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Ibrahimovic considers his options.
He might even be thinking about a pop here, Peter. I'm not sure how wise that might be.
And it's Salah. He'll try to keep... Oh, what has happened here? Bruno Fernandes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Havertz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Opts for safety. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Bruno Fernandes. This is a promising build-up.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Mohamed Salah. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Corner then.
Changement pour la France.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Le numéro 38. Changement en cours.
And it's hoisted clear. Ederson.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
This is Dembele. And they've got rid. And he's there to retrieve it.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It tidily. Plays it in low. And no mistake. They have stolen level at the last. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time. Well, he's...
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5. À sa place.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Manchester United conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Over to the other side. And Thiaw. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Ederson. And it's Eze. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France have their third corner. Oh, important interception. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And here's Havertz. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele. Lukaku. Hernandez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Lukaku. Gets a good foot in there. Ederson has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Van de Ven. And here's Lukaku. He's played it back. And it's Eze. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Lukaku. Ederson.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Eze, looking for the run. He's in a good position here. Kvaratskhelia is onto this. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Nicely weighted ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. No way through. Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Good ball, good take. He's going for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Off target by a whisker. Alexander-Arnold. Some good work on the right flank here. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Thuram! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball if he can get there. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely...
Can he finish? It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliché about how...
Vitinha! Goal, France! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's a little off target. Beraldo. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Lopez. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen.
Oh, he's all alone. He's having a shot! Top class from Thuram! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
France certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Corner number 2 then. Fermin with the short one. Shot at goal! In he goes again, and another try! So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Vitinha. Rafinha. Decent chance! Mendes spots it and intercepts. Saliba.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Burmo. Now Mbappe. Chouameni. Burmo. Nice control. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Lopez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Burmo. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Vitinha. Doku. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football.
Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
France visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Van de Ven. Vitinha. Beraldo.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Now it's Rafinha. Great chance! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à prendre connaissance de la note d'information communiquée par la police. Elle s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran géant. Merci.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And here's Ibrahimovic, showing good feet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Lopez. Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably. Front-footed pressing going on here.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Dembele considers his options.
And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one.
Stop from Courtois. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Bruno Fernandes gets it away. And it's Tchouaméni. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Tchouaméni. Manchester United already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pressing high and with purpose. Tchouaméni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. The ball goes in. Vitinha. Now Beraldo. Wirtz towering forward here. Wirtz, real chance!
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Wirtz just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Looking for options for movement. And here's Mbappe. Manchester United are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's Tonali. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Van Dijk. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Van der Ven. Schlotterbeck. Wirtz. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Tonali does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Schlotterbeck. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Challenge. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. We're on the move again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And the shot!
And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Keeper's dealt with that. Van Dijk. Beraldo. That's destined for the flank. Fermin gets into a good position. Fermin!
A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Lahm.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Koundé. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has a look out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for the run. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beraldo. And he was quick to react. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, that is a nice touch. Opts to play it back. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
So we have movement on both
18,
benches.
Le numéro 16. Le numéro 22. Le numéro 17. À leur place, le numéro 21. Le numéro 10.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Burmo is flagged offside. Eze going forward. Ederson. Some resolute defending there. Bruno Guimaraes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saliba. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Lahm. Oh, that's nice. Lahm delivers. Terrific effort! Koundé with the clearance.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great vision. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So a double substitution here, both defenders.
Well, I think the focus is very much on protecting this lead now, Peter, so it seems...
Oh, what has happened here?
Big chance, corner.
Eze plays it short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Ederson. And he skips past his man.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. Out for a throw.
Il y aura 4 minutes de
4
temps
extra
additionnel.
minutes added on. Locatelli. And it's Eze. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Desperate defending required here. They get a throw in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he can clear it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. So that's it, it is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Manchester United honestly could have done themselves a real favour by trying to make more of what they had in the minutes after the goal. But with the control they had, they were never really under threat of losing this, Peter.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Rafinha. And the shot's on here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Chance to deliver. Oh, great leap! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Beraldo.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many...
He's going for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, now he can run away with it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mendes scooting forward. Can he get it through? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's Mendes. Rafinha. Thuram receives it in a good position here.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice control. Fermin.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Schlotterbeck.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Rafinha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that pass Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Koundé. And here's Thuram. Chouameni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Rafinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Mendes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.